Hi! Welcome back. I'm doing another book video because I like books. If you haven't caught on, that's like a theme in my life that I like to read. But this one is perfect for like when it's summer and really hot and you just want to stay inside because you'll get like addicted to this book. It's a it's a contemporary slice of life story about these two characters. I'll let Mindy tell you more about it.
Okay, this is from the inner flap. Macy Sorensen is settling into an ambitious, if emotionally tepid routine. Work hard as a new pediatrics resident, plan her wedding to an older, financially secure man, keep her head down and heart tucked away. But when she runs into Elliot Petropoulos, the first and only love of her life, the careful bubble she constructed begins to dissolve. Once upon a time, Elliot was Macy's entire world, growing from her gangly, bookish friend into the man who coaxed her heart open again, only to break it on the very night he declared his love for her. Told in altering timelines between then and now, teenage Elliot and Macy grow from friends to much more. Spending weekends and lazy summers together in a house outside of San Francisco, devouring books, sharing favorite words, and talking through their growing pains and triumphs. As adults, they have become strangers to one another until their chance reunion. Although their memories are obscured by the agony of what happened that night so many years ago, Elliot will come to understand the truth behind Macy's decade-long silence and will have to overcome the past and himself to revive her faith in the possibility of an all-consuming love. Oh, I want to read a book now.
It is really good. And I read it in like 2 days. I got this copy from the library. So if you see this one, pick it up. It's really good. I sat in the air conditioning because it's been like hot outside.
Very hot.
So that's the first one.
Yeah, we got this one.
Yeah. Now we're gonna... That was kind of a romance book. This one here...
We're gonna have to take... I didn't take a picture of the inside of that one, but...
This one here is called The Dilemma by B.A. Paris. And I'd never read from B.A. Paris before, but Sarah's Nightstand recommended this book, and it was really good. I like it because it's a contemporary story, but it's like kind of just a slice of life story. I'll let Mindy read you the flap now.
Okay, it's Livia's 40th birthday. Her husband, Adam, is throwing her the party of a lifetime to make up for the wedding celebration they never had. Everyone Livia loves will be there, except for her daughter, Marnie, who's studying abroad. But Livia is secretly glad that Marnie won't be there. Livia has recently uncovered a secret about her daughter that is revealed will shake the foundation of their family to its core. She needs to tell Adam what she knows, but Livia plans to wait until the party is over so they can have this last happy time together. Adam, meanwhile, has his own surprise for Livia. He's arranged for Marnie to fly back for the party, but before Marnie arrives, Adam hears some terrible news. Now he too is faced with a dilemma. Does he share what he has learned with his wife? Is hiding the truth the same as telling a lie? Yes, I think so. And how far are Adam and Livia willing to go to protect the ones they love and give each other a last few hours of happiness? I think someone's having a baby or someone had a kid. I don't know. What do you call it? Hold your book.
This reminds me of, what's that show, Dead Like Me, with Christina Applegate?
Yeah.
And it goes back and forth in the timeline, and it's really good.
I like that movie.
So yeah, you if you like that
Or show.
That show on Netflix, definitely pick this up because it was really good. And the ending, I didn't see the ending coming.
Okay, you want to take the book?
It was good.
She's hiding behind all the books.
I know.
You want to try another one?
But I feel like if it's down here, I feel like you guys are staring at my crotch.
Oh,
but,
no, we're not. Nothing, Okay,
but
so...
we'll go for the next one.
Okay.
This next one is really good too. It's a It's a young adult. I think young adult or YA. I'm not really sure, but this one.
It's the same thing, young adult YA, right?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what she meant.
I think so. But this one's about kind of reminds me of Hunger Games crossed with like Willy Wonka. It's very weird.
And the cover looks like it would be Hunger Games, Willy Wonka, with a touch of Harry Potter. No, I'm just kidding.
But very fun. Is it all in that same vein? But I'll let Mindy read
I gotta read the back. I gotta read the back.
I read it 3 times. It's so good.
Avery Grams has a plan for a better future. Survive high school, win a scholarship, and get out. But her luck changes in an instant when billionaire Tobias Hawthorne dies and leaves her virtually his entire fortune. The only catch, Avery must move into his sprawling mansion, full of secret passages, riddles, and codes. Unfortunately for Avery, Hawthorne House is also occupied by the family that was just disinherited. This sounds familiar, like a movie I saw. This includes the 4 Hawthorne grandsons, dangerous magnetic boys who grew up with every exception that one day they would inherit billions. Hare, apparent grandson, is convinced that Avery is a con woman and he's determined to take her down. But his brother Jameson views her as the grandfather's last hurrah, a twisted riddle, a puzzle to be solved, caught in a world of wealth and privilege, with danger around every turn. Avery will have to play the game herself just to survive. It's like a movie I saw.
It sounds so good, and it's like kind of spy-y, or like reminds me of Harriet the Spy and Hunger Games and all that stuff, which I loved when I was a kid. So pick this up if you're bored and want something fast to read. It's really good. This one here is a totally different vibe, but so you go from fun and like mystery and Willy Wonka to like this here that's a little bit, it's still slice of life like the other two, but this is like less fun and more about a person finding herself, and it's kind of a love story, but not really. I liked to read it in the summer because it was about baseball, kind of. And that's what it reminded me of, was like baseball.
Want me to read the inner...
Particularly like Little League baseball.
Let's read the inner pouch. No.
And see what you think
inner pocket
of it. I don't know.
Okay. In a sleepy seaside town in Maine, recently widowed Evie Drake rarely leaves her large, painfully empty house, nearly a year after her husband's death in a car crash. Everyone in town, even her best friend Andy, thinks grief keeps her locked inside, and Evie doesn't correct them. Meanwhile, in New York City, Dean Tenney, former Major League pitcher and Andy's childhood best friend, is wrestling with what miserable athletes living out their worst nightmares call the yips. He can't throw straight anymore, and even worse, he can't figure out why. As the media storm heats up, an invitation from Andy to stay in Maine seems like the perfect chance to hit the reset button on Dean's future. When he moves into an apartment at the back of Evie's house, the two make a deal. Dean won't ask about Evie's late husband, and Evie won't ask about Dean's baseball career. Rules, though, have a funny way of being broken, and what starts as an unexpected friendship soon turns into something more. To move forward, Evie and Dean will have to reckon with their pasts, the friendships they've damaged, the secrets they've kept, but in life, as in baseball, there's always a chance, up until the last out. A joyful, hilarious...
And there's no crying in baseball.
Well, what if the ball hits the gut? Never mind. They think they were cups. Anyways, a joyful, hilarious, and hope-filled debut. Evie Drake starts over will have you cheering for the 2 most unlikely comebacks of the year, and it will leave you wanting more from Linda Holmes.
It was a good book. I liked it. I don't think it's particularly memorable, but if you want just a good time, and it doesn't discuss like death too much, which I know some people, that's a thing they like, but I don't really like but it was funny in baseball and like lobster, and I liked it.
Lobster.
It was a
You're
good
making me
time.
hungry.
So if you want to read this, go ahead. I'll probably look for more by this person. If they write in the same kind of style, it was good, I think. And that's all I got for you guys today. So I hope whatever you're doing, you have a fantastic day. And remember, you're enough.
Like and subscribe.